Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. So now guys, people wait for him to speak, but he takes his time to do so because he knows the weight that his words carry with a lot of people. Guys, I bring you this: restructure Nigeria now or it breaks up. Pastor Adeboye wants federal government. So the lead pastor of the Redeemed Church has now broken silence to speak to the state of the nation. Again, restructure Nigeria now or it breaks up. Pastor Adeboye wants federal government. So now let's now see what the pastor has to say to the Malami. The General Overseer of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, Pastor Enoch Adeboye, has advised the federal government of Nigeria to restructure the nation or risk its breakup. Pastor Adeboye stated this on Saturday at the 60th Independence Celebration Symposium, co-organized by the Redeemed Christian Church of God and Nehemiah Leadership Institute. The symposium was themed, "Where Will Nigeria Be in 2060? In his speech at the event, Pastor Adeboye said Nigeria could continue to evolve its unique system of government as it had done in the past. The pastor said, "Why can't we have a system of government that is 100% Nigerian, unique to us? For example, we started on with the British system of government. Somewhere along the line, we moved over to the American system of government. Can't we have a combination of the both and see whether it could help us solve our problems?" Because in mathematics, if you want to solve a problem, you try what is called real analysis. Then if it doesn't work, then you move to complex analysis and see whether that will help you. If that fails, you move to vector analysis and so on. I believe we might want to look at the problem of Nigeria in a slightly different manner. Some people feel that all our problems will be over if Nigeria breaks up. I think that is trying to solve the problems of Nigeria as if it was a simple equation. The problems of Nigeria will require quite a bit of simultaneous equation, and some of them are not going to be linear either. Forgive me, I am talking as a mathematician. Why can't we have a system of government that will create what I will call the United States of Nigeria? Let me explain. We all know that we must restructure. It's either we restructure or we break. You don't have to be a prophet to know that one. That is certain. Restructure or we break up. Now, we don't want to break up, God forbid. Explaining further, Pastor Adeboye said, in restructuring, why don't we have a Nigerian kind of democracy? At the federal level, why don't we have a president and a prime minister? If we have a president and a prime minister and we share responsibilities between these two so that one is not appendage to the other. For example, if the president controls the army and the prime minister controls the police, if the president controls resources like oil and mining and the prime minister controls finance and inland revenue tax, customs, etc., you just divide responsibilities between the two. At the state level, you have the governor and the premier, and the same way you distribute responsibility between these people in such a manner that one cannot really go without the other. Maybe we might begin to tackle the problems. If we are going to adopt the model, then we need to urgently restore the House of Chiefs. I have a feeling that one of our major problems is that we have pushed the traditional rulers to the background, and I believe that is a great error, particularly for a great country like Nigeria. I find it very ridiculous that one will ask a traditional ruler to inform the chairman of his local government before he travels. Go to any town in Nigeria. Everybody in the town knows the paramount ruler in the town and they respect him, but many of them don't even know the name of the chairman of their local government. The traditional rulers are the actual landlords. They control the respect of their people. Their people will listen to them much more, I am sorry to say, than they will listen to some politicians. Without any doubt, we must restructure and do it as soon as possible. A United States of Nigeria is likely to survive than our present Restructure. So that is the pastor of the Redeemed Christian Church, Pastor Enoch Adeboye, coming out, finally breaking silence, because a lot of people complain a lot that this guy doesn't really speak to the goings on within the Nigerian space. And that complaint is vested upon the fact that he has a relationship with Mallam Buhari, because of course you see him every so often in Aso Rock, having photos with the guy and having discussions, and of course he's the daddy of the vice president of the country, so his dollar bags are coming in regularly. And you know the way the system works in Nigeria, it's a payoff system. So what the person in charge usually does is to hand out big sums of money to leaders of thought in our communities or influence in any sector. Let's use the Niger Delta militants as an example. What they simply did was to identify their leaders, give them a whole lump of money, and that problem disappeared. So now these murmurings now that you're hearing from Pastor Adeboye, this is now a leader of influence as well. So is he going to be bought off, and can he be bought off with all of the wealth, by the way, that this guy controls? Because make no mistake, Pastor Adeboye is a dollar billionaire several times over. There's no question. I don't even think I need to tell you that, you know that. So can he be bought off? Because I think it was Showore that says it's never enough for the needy, nor enough for the greedy, something along those lines. So the people who have money, they never have enough, and the people who don't have money never have enough. So we can't say because he's wealthy he cannot be bought. So is this a clarion call to a buy-off, or is he now seeing the noise coming from the Yoruba quarters and the Igbo quarters enough for him to now take a position to say that, look, this thing has now failed and we must now recalibrate? Because there's even no thought other than to recalibrate Nigeria if he ever continues to function. And the preference of a lot of people is actually for the country to just divide. And if it doesn't divide, then it will have to be a country of semi-independent sub-regions in a greater structure. That is the only way that Nigeria can survive, but certainly not under this present dispensation, when we're under a new form of colonization by the Malamis. Conversations in the comment section. The pastor speaks. Now what says you? Come share thoughts. But before you do that, click on the red subscribe button so it turns gray. The bell button notifies you every time I drop a new video. Click on like as well, because that helps with the YouTube algorithm. Once you've done all the clickings, come tell me then what you're making of how Pastor Adeboye has positioned himself. So I'll leave you here. Carry this conversation on with you in the comment section. But here I say peace.